All righty, welcome to the High Altitude Investing live stream. Today is April 20th, and it's going to be a good day. Going to be a good live stream. So yeah, let's get into it. Going to start off here by grabbing TradingView. And we'll start doing some TA on Bitcoin first and foremost. So Bitcoin, as you guys know, Bitcoin is moving up here in the short term. We've started to climb a little bit here on Bitcoin up to about 64,000 per coin. Now we're almost at 65,000 per coin here on Bitcoin as we've started to move up here a little bit in the hour. So let's take a look here at what's happening with Bitcoin. So if we go to the daily candlesticks here, and we look at this pattern that's forming on Bitcoin, we can actually see a bullish flag pattern. So we have our resistance here and our support level right here. Then it's actually pretty simple. We can just take this pattern right here, this bullish flag pattern, copy and paste, and then you can see on the chart. So this is what Bitcoin is doing right now, is a bullish flag pattern. As you guys know, the halving happened today, so Bitcoin did indeed do its halving. And a halving on Bitcoin basically means that the amount of Bitcoin that's being mined per block gets cut in half. Now, the way that markets work is supply versus demand, right? So if you change the amount of Bitcoin being produced, but you don't change the demand at all, then you're affecting the rate of production, which affects the supply. And if the demand is still very high, then theoretically it should double the price because the supply is reduced in half, right? Now, every single Bitcoin halving historically has seen massive gains, right? Or at least shortly after the bull market starts on Bitcoin. So yeah, we do see a bullish flag pattern here with Bitcoin, and the halving is bullish, even though most of the time it pumps after the halving instead of the day of. Still, the halving is a bullish event historically, and Bitcoin is in a bull flag. And so when Bitcoin dropped right here, and a lot of people were freaking out and saying, oh, the world is ending, World War III, sell your crypto. I was like, are you guys serious right now? Because really the chart is screaming to buy. This thing looks so good. So I was just, in my mind, I was like, wow, these people are really, really affected by emotion right now. Nothing changed. In fact, everything basically got more bullish. The price just dropped a little bit right here. And it recovered. It didn't even fall hard either. So welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys tuning in. Thanks for taking a minute on this fine, beautiful Saturday to tune into this live stream. So yeah, Bitcoin looking bullish here on Bitcoin. I do expect us to push up through the resistance of this bull flag and eventually break it in coming weeks. So that's my view on Bitcoin. And these bullish flag patterns are very, very successful. The way that Bitcoin works, Bitcoin moves in fractals. So for example, a fractal is a pattern that repeats, and the smallest version of it is the same as the biggest version of it, right? It's fractal. the microcosm looks like the macrocosm. So Bitcoin moves based on fractals, which are created because of human emotion. And if I can find the tool that I'm looking for here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's see here. Where are you, silly tool? Oh, here it is. So a fractal, like I said, it's a geometry. It's a geometrical pattern that is the same in the small version as the big version, right? So the microcosm is the same as the macrocosm. So let's look at a picture really quick, and I'll just show you what I mean here. So inside of this fractal, you can see that these little circles are the same as the big circles, right? It's fractal. The microcosm is the same as the macrocosm. So that's also true for investing, right? We see patterns repeat. One of those patterns is a bull flag, but another fractal occurred right here on Bitcoin. All of this movement historically along the way up, or let me rephrase that. This little part right here on Bitcoin, this little section on Bitcoin, is a fractal of what just happened, right? So if you zoom into this little point right here, it's a smaller version of what I think is happening right now on Bitcoin. So this little move right here is a microcosm of this bigger move right here, right? The same psychology, the same structure took place. It's just a bigger version of it. The same bullish flag pattern taking place on Bitcoin right now is the same one that we saw previously. It was just a smaller version of it, right? This little fractal right here. Here's the bigger version of it, right? All this is right here is this. So this is just a bigger version of this little one right here. So what I'm showing you is that this fractal is repeating itself, right? The microcosm is the same as the macrocosm. With Bitcoin, I think we're going to keep going up here. We're in a bullish flag, just like we were, like we've done a lot with Bitcoin. Actually, Bitcoin does bullish flags a lot. So, yeah. It's looking good here with Bitcoin on the short term. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Happy 420. Happy Saturday. Happy halving day. Hope you guys are having a good day. And yeah, it's just a good day to be alive here in this beautiful world of crypto. So yeah, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I might get hate for it. I don't care. You know, if I cared about that, I would not say the things that I say. So yeah. Bitcoin looks good. What blows my mind is so many people get bearish just because of emotion, right? This move right here, the price fell. The price barely even fell, right? This is a 15% drop, okay? And what blew my mind was that at the bottom of this candlestick, like the whole world was going to end all of a sudden, right? If you went onto the news, World War III, right? The world is going to end, you guys. Sell all your crypto, right? But nothing really even changed. Like Bitcoin barely even moved, like the slightest little move. I mean, altcoins did drop more during this correction, right? This correction up here. So maybe some of your altcoins are down like 30 to 40%, but that's just crypto, right? In a bull market along the way up, that happens all the time. That's nothing crazy. That's crypto, right? And Bitcoin barely even moved. And the halving is coming up, or is here today, I mean, and that's bullish. And yet everybody was like bearish like 2 days ago. It's like, are you serious? So yeah, I think Bitcoin is going to go a lot higher here, you guys. And I think that this move that we're seeing right now is a bigger version of what we saw right here, right? Along the way up, you have to have consolidation. You have to have pullbacks. You have to have corrections. And so this move right here is a smaller version of this bigger move right here, or vice versa, depending on how you want to look at it, right? And you can take it and you can measure this area like this, like I did earlier. There's new people on the stream, so I'm doing it one more time. But you can fit these two things on top of each other, right? And you're going to see that the same human psychology is playing out. It's just it's just bigger, you guys, right? It's just a bigger version of the same structure right now on Bitcoin. So when it comes to investing, the trend is your friend, right? So a lot of people, they want to get bearish too early. They want to try to fight the trend, and that doesn't work out. The trend is up on Bitcoin. It's been up on Bitcoin for a long time now. In fact, Bitcoin has been in an uptrend ever since its creation. There actually hasn't even been a single day, I mean, a single like multiple years where Bitcoin wasn't in an uptrend. I don't know why I said day. Bitcoin's been in an uptrend, right? There's been 1 year bear markets along the way up, but really since its creation, it's been in a massive uptrend. All right? So stop trying to fight that, right? Bitcoin is in an uptrend. It's going to keep going up. So keep your eyes on the prize. Understand the trend is your friend. That Bitcoin is in a bull market in the big picture. And trying to fight that is pretty dumb. You know, you're going against all of that momentum. You're going against all of that demand in this industry. So anyways, you guys, I know I make these streams and a lot of times people are like, well, Dallin, all you get on here and then all you say is you're bullish and don't you have perspective of the bears? And to be honest with you guys, like, yes, of course, I understand bearish potentials in the market, right? Of course. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you something that I don't think is going to happen. That's not being true to myself. In these videos, I do my best to maintain complete and total integrity, even if everybody else disagrees with me, right? Even if my opinion is unpopular. Because in the bear market right here, when Bitcoin was coming down to 16,000 per coin, and I was making videos letting you guys know, hey, look, Bitcoin is going to go up. I was making videos right here as we started to get near major support. And what happened? Bitcoin went way high, right? But a lot of people were like, Dallin, you are ridiculous. You're so stupid. Why are you bullish? You're an idiot, right? People said stuff like that. And then Bitcoin went to 70,000 per coin, like in a year after I made those videos. So I don't care about other people's opinions. I care about the truth, right? And I'm going to express the truth to you guys in these videos to the best of my ability with the most amount of integrity that I can. So yeah, I'm not going to come on these streams and tell you guys that I'm bearish just because it will make me popular, right? Just because I'll get more views or more likes or more people that will agree with me. I'm going to come in on these videos and streams and tell you exactly what I'm seeing with 100% integrity. And I'm bullish on Bitcoin, right? So, yeah. It's just, that's really all I have to say about that. So, yeah. What's up, Bob? What's up, man? It's good to see you, my friend. Thanks for tuning in on this beautiful and blessed day. You know what's hilarious? My average view duration is 4 minutes and 20 seconds right now. So that's hilarious. This just means it's on sale again. Yeah, exactly, man. When the price drops, people freak out. It blows my mind. People freak out. They completely lose emotional control, right? And so very few people have that kind of emotional resilience where when something goes down in value, instead of freaking out or becoming super bearish or completely changing your perspective, a very small group of people can stay calm, right? And just stay cool and make clear-headed decisions, right? When war breaks out, right? If war breaks out, the person that makes the most clear-headed decisions are the people that are going to win. You know, for example, if two countries start getting in war, start having like some serious disagreements, if you lose your calm and your control and your focus and your poise, then you're going to go ahead and all of a sudden you're going to start making a lot of bad decisions. And as like a war general, for example, you're going to probably end up hurting a lot of people unnecessarily, like killing your own men and stuff, just because you lost your emotional control. And the same is true for investing. You know, a war general might accidentally send all their guys out to go fight a war that they needed to wait a week or two and strategize, but because he's so emotionally involved, he sends off all his men to go get killed, you know? And the same thing is true for investing. People lose their emotional cool. They don't have emotional resilience. They don't have experience. And a lot of them just really, they're just weak hands. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but they have weak hands. And so you have to cultivate and control your emotions so that when the bad things happen, you can stay calm, cool, and collected and just make good decisions. So that's one of the rarest things ever. And so when crypto drops like this, 15%, maybe your altcoins went down 20, 30%, I don't know, from their recent peaks, right? Not even, it's not even that far down. Like a lot of people's altcoins went down a little bit, and a lot of people give up on the market. A lot of people lose their emotional cool, their emotional resilience, and they start making a lot of bad decisions. They start selling their crypto in the dip. They start buying tops, right? They start making bad choices because of emotional, they just don't have any emotional control, right? So, yeah. Hey, Dallin, do you think TA on BSV? Yeah, I'll do TA on BSV for you. So, a lot of people are like, okay, well, it's time to get super bearish on BSV and stuff. And I'm here to tell you no. Like, Bitcoin SV is going to keep going up. Be a hater if you want to, but it's going to keep going up. And I don't care personally about what is going on from a news perspective here. I know about it. I've been aware of everything going on, but I really only care about the chart. And to be honest with you, nothing has really changed in the chart at all. So, yeah, still looks bullish. It's going to follow Bitcoin. you know, unless for some reason it gets completely removed off every single exchange, some crazy thing happens, right? But it's already off most exchanges and it still keeps going up. It got added to Binance, so clearly people that have a lot of money and a lot of crypto have an interest in being able to trade it because there's a futures contract on Binance for it. So, yeah, an increase in demand is going to increase price. This futures contract on BSV, as long as Bitcoin keeps going up in value throughout the bull market, which it's going to, then you're going to see BSV climb with it. There's going to be an increase in demand as you see the price of Bitcoin going up. And that increase in demand is going to be reflected in the value of Bitcoin SV. So yeah, I do think it'll keep going up. And anybody that basically says, oh, it's impossible for it to go up now. All right, well, go tell that to like all the meme coins that have no, like not even a developer, you know, but they go up because of demand and human emotion. So you can't tell me that charts move these markets, because they do, right? It's human emotion, it's charts. So yeah. D.I.Y investing, what happened? What do you mean what happened? Like, he's still alive. He's, you know, like, what do you want to know? Like, I texted him this morning. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's doing good. If you want to know, Donovan's doing good. So, yeah. Jim Pearson, Zcash dead? All right. All right, you guys. I'm going to get a little bit indignant today. All right? And why am I getting indignant today? Because one of my most frustrating things is the whole idea that people give up on something just because it hasn't moved for a while, okay? So so let's talk about that, right? Because these coins don't go straight up. These coins go sideways for quite some time and then they move up, right? That's the nature of these markets. They have accumulation patterns. A great example of this would be, see if I have it on my Twitter here still. No, it's probably in my Discord. Yeah, well, I made a video about Litecoin, okay? And Litecoin is a great example of what I'm talking about here. So let's go ahead and remove all the drawing tools. So Litecoin, for example, oh, you got to get off Coinbase. Go to Bitfinex. Come on, Bitfinex, where are you at? Can't find you. Bitfinex, LTC, LTC shorts, LTC longs, LTC. Bitfinex, here we go. All right, there we go. Okay. So, people give up on these coins, all right? And I'm going to get indignant here for a second, because seriously, you guys, like, why do you do this? Why do you give up on these things? Why do you call something dead just because it hasn't gone up? Because if you understood one single thing, like about investing, you would recognize that markets don't go up forever, right? They have trends. They have accumulation periods. then they have uptrends, and they have downtrends. So markets don't go up forever, and they don't go down forever, and they don't go sideways forever. So just because something hasn't moved doesn't mean it's dead, right? More than likely, it's in an accumulation pattern. Okay? More than likely, it's simply accumulating. And people have given up because it hasn't moved, but it's going to break out. It's going to keep going. It's going to do its first cycle if it's never had one, right? So, yeah. It's just when people call coins dead, they don't understand markets. Like, really, if you understood markets, you wouldn't do that. Yes, there are coins that can die. You know, coins can actually stop going up. Yeah, it is true. You know, it could completely stop going up. But I'm mad, or I'm indignant about it just simply because of the fact that, you guys, it's not about whether or not that coin can go up or not. It's not whether about that coin is in a downtrend or not, you know, or whether you think it's dead or not. It's about what the chart is telling you. So look at that, because if you look at the chart and you say, oh, well, this hasn't pumped, you know, it's gone sideways since 2017. This hasn't pumped. All it's done is basically go down / sideways since 2017. Right? But they don't understand accumulation cycles. And if you understand accumulation cycles, you see this and you actually think, wow, that looks good, right? And call me crazy now, but come back in 6 months or a year, and I'll tell you who is crazy. It was the person that didn't buy this, that didn't buy the dip, right? That didn't take advantage of this massive accumulation pattern. So you can't, it's not about your opinion. It's not about, oh, this hasn't moved in 2-3 years. It's not about what you think you know about what it's going to do. It's about what it's actually going to do. What is the truth, right? And the truth in this case is that Zcash is in a massive accumulation pattern, and that accumulation pattern is going to result in a big breakout and a big move on the upside, and that's the truth. Right? So you can't call it dead just because you want to, or just because it's cool to, right? You can't just be like, oh, look at all these dumb coins that haven't moved in 3 years. Okay, maybe you should look at yourself and ask yourself, do you really understand investing? Right? Do you really understand the way these markets move? Because maybe instead of calling these coins dumb, maybe you should acknowledge your own ignorance and be like, oh, maybe I don't know as much as I think I do. And I'm going to go ahead and learn something. And realize that just because something hasn't had a big cycle in multiple years doesn't mean that this entire time it hasn't been being accumulated. Because it has. You can see it in the chart. You can see it in the volume. This Zcash has been heavily accumulated since 2017. Continuously. Right? But people have this narrative about crypto being dead, so they choose to ignore the truth. They don't buy when they should. Everybody panic sells because of a 15% drop in Bitcoin. You know? And so they give up. They call it dead when it's not dead. If you understood cycles, if you understood accumulation patterns, you wouldn't call these coins dumb coins that haven't moved in 2 to 3 years. Because anything that can make you $100,000 off of a $10,000 investment, I wouldn't call that dumb personally. You know, that's pretty cool if you ask me. And a lot of these coins look like they're dead, but they're set up to do 25x, 50x in value. They've been accumulating for quite some time now. And yeah, people want to call them dumb. Oh, those dumb coins, those dumb crypto coins. Maybe they're not as dumb as you think they are. Give this thing freaking 6 months. Give it a year. Okay? Come back and look at this video in a year and see if I didn't know what I was talking about. Pump it. I will pump it, my friend. Bitcoin, crypto, everything's so bullish. What's my opinion on ICP? So ICP is a great example of what I've been talking about here, my friend, of people calling something dead just because it either went down or sideways, and having a lack of understanding when it comes to accumulation patterns, right? Because ICP is a great example of a wonderful buying opportunity down here, and a lot of people are going to miss it just because of their own ignorance, or they just don't understand cycles, right? But the truth of the matter is that this is a standard market cycle. If you understand cycles, then you're going to figure this out pretty quickly. Let me show you what I mean here. Let's go to Ethereum on Poloniex. So take off Poloniex, we'll go to, or Bitfinex, go to Poloniex. Now, the reason I'm looking at Ethereum on Poloniex is because it has the most historical data. Because Poloniex was the first place that Ethereum was ever added. The very first place. So if we go here with Ethereum and we take this thing and go over here for daily. Okay. Here we go. So when coins get added and they first start their cycles, a lot of times they go down, right? They do like a rounded bottom structure. So when Ethereum got added to Poloniex back in 2015, it went from being worth about $2 down to about 50 cents, okay? Now this whole period right here, a lot of people, they would have given up on Ethereum, or they would have panic sold, or maybe they didn't understand cycles, and so when it gets down this low, they start getting scared, right? But if you look at ICP and you compare it to Ethereum, ICP has not ever had a market cycle, right? It's never done a full cycle. In fact, just like when Ethereum got added to exchange, how it went down and rounded out and did a rounded bottom, ICP is doing the same thing, okay? Now, you have to understand that Ethereum did insane gains after this. We're talking about 1,000x gains or higher. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was like more than that. Okay, from this point. Now, I'm not saying that ICP is going to do 1,000x. But I am trying to tell you guys that the sky is the limit, all right? When these things start to take off, they completely blow you away. They go way, way, way higher than anything you think is possible or anything you dreamed of. And with ICP, people will panic sell down here because they don't understand cycles, when really it's set up to do a full-blown bull market. And who knows how high it's going to go, right? Exactly how high, who knows? But I can tell you that ICP is ready for a big picture bull market, and it's going to go crazy, you guys. Look at this. You just would never have ever guessed. Okay, if you're down here and you're watching Ethereum here, in this case, not ICP, You never, ever, ever, ever would have guessed that Ethereum did this, right? This is not something you would have expected or guessed. Look what Ethereum did after that. From this little teeny, from where it got added down here, where everybody sold off, people sold down here. It just dropped when it first got added. Look what came afterwards. Nobody, very, very few people would have ever expected this kind of growth. And I can tell you for sure that nobody knew exactly how high it was going to go. But it went way bigger, way higher than people thought. And the reason it did is because of the fact that these cycles occur where there's demand. And the demand in crypto is very high, right? The demand in crypto is extremely high. So you get these beautiful market cycles and they blow people away. They completely blow away your expectations. So do I think ICP is bullish? Yeah, and I'm not just telling you that to try to please your ears. Like I really see it in the chart. It looks good to me. So yeah. Didn't mean to call it dead. Well, Jim, I wasn't necessarily like attacking you specifically to be to be clear, because I know it sounded like I got all mad at you, but but really I'm just saying, you guys, like it's hard to see people call something dead when the opportunity is higher than ever, because the way the market cycle works is that the point of maximum financial opportunity is actually that point in which people don't want to buy because it looks dead, right? So the simplified market cycle chart shows euphoria, complacency, capitulation, anger, depression. Well, depression is also the point of maximum financial opportunity. So that point where people don't want to buy it, that point where people want to give up on it, that point where it looks completely dead, is that point where the opportunity is the highest. That's why I'm like, you guys, that's why when people say, oh, crypto's dead, oh, 2017 altcoins are dead, they haven't really pumped since 2017. You guys, please stop, okay? Study the cycle. Stop calling things dead that are really, really good buying opportunities. If you want to make money in these markets, you have to lay aside your arrogance, right? And as I'm saying this, I can imagine right now that quite a few of you guys are like, well, Dallin, you're the one being arrogant. The market's going to drop. You need to stop with all this arrogance and just realize that the market's bearish and just give in, Dallin. I can see it right now. That's what people are saying. Some of you guys are saying that. But you guys got to lay that aside and realize these markets move because of law. Okay? People ask me, Dallin, how did you know Bitcoin was going to bottom out at 16,000, 15,000? Because of market cycles, because of law, because of TA. That's how I knew, right? So you got to lay aside your arrogance about what you think the market's going to do. If you think something's dead, you're probably wrong. You might be right, but you're probably wrong. Because in a bull market, which is what we're in, Bitcoin has provably shown we're in a bull market. Everything else is catching up. Bitcoin always leads. In a bull market, everything follows Bitcoin. Okay? So you're probably wrong if you call it dead. Because once Bitcoin starts really going up again, as it starts to get over 100,000 per coin, yeah, your altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin, but everything is going to rise together. Most coins are. A lot of coins are. So you're probably wrong if you're calling something dead. You're probably wrong about it being dead. So that's why I bring it up, not because I'm trying to have personally attack anybody, but I'm just saying, you guys, the truth of the matter is that these markets move because of law, because of principle, and that law, that principle is unchanging. It's fixed. Human emotion never changes. And so you can keep applying the same tools over and over again, and it's going to work forever. Because even as the market grows, 90% of people are still ignorant of the truth. And the truth is that these markets move because of law. And so even, let's say, crypto grew 100 times, there would still be plenty of people that don't understand the way markets move, and you're still going to be able to make plenty of money. It's going to grow in relation. Doesn't matter how big crypto is, there's always going to be plenty of people that are ignorant of the way that markets work. So you're always going to be able to make money. So human emotion never changes, stays the same. And what I mean by that is our reactions to things, right? I'm not saying that as humans we're all just always one emotion. What I'm saying is that as humans, we're emotional creatures. Okay? We have emotional reactions to things. Because of that, that's never going to change. And because of that natural human emotion within us, we get too excited, we buy tops, we sell bottoms, and that creates volatility. It creates movement in both directions. So you're always going to be able to make money in these markets if you understand the laws, if you understand the principles that make markets work, the principles behind investing. And if you understand those things, you're not going to call these coins like ICP dead, right? You're not going to call a coin like Zcash dead, because you understand that the point of maximum financial opportunity is also that point where the chart looks the most dead, looks the most given up on, looks the most bearish, but it's really not. And once you understand charts, it starts to look bullish instead of bearish to you, because you see beyond it. You see the truth of what's really happening. And the truth of what's really happening is that there's opportunity in crypto. You know, there's opportunity in ICP, there's opportunity in Ethereum, there's opportunity in Zcash. You know, people want to call it dead. People want to say this coin is dead. But I'm here to tell you there's opportunity in Zcash. Let's look at Zcash versus the dollar here instead of Ethereum. There we go. This is an accumulation cycle, right? Go look at Dogecoin before it pumped. Dogecoin had to go sideways for years. Dogecoin basically did exactly this for like years, okay? And then all of a sudden, one day, Dogecoin did this and went straight vertical. And all of that time where the market was going down and sideways and people were giving up and saying, oh, Zcash is so dumb. Oh, those dumb cryptos, they don't ever go up. They just go down. They go sideways. Then all of a sudden, one day, the coin is up 50x and everybody wants to be part of it. But they were too late. They called it dead, and they want to be part of it when it's cool and not when it's not cool. And right now it's not cool to be part of crypto, even still. And it won't be cool until Bitcoin is like worth 100,000 plus. So, you know, well, the opportunity is high. It's never cool. It's only when it's popular, when the opportunity is low, that it's cool to be part of crypto. So yeah, these accumulation patterns play out. They go sideways down. People give up on them. People are like, oh, that looks dead. It looks like it could never go up again. Then all of a sudden, one day, it goes up 50 times in value. So, yeah, just saying. All right, so Toshi the cat. Toshi the cat. Look at this thing. This is so funny. There's so many meme coins this cycle. It would be really funny if this was a meme coin cycle where just meme coins pumped really hard. I'd be cool with it. I don't care. Meme coins create the most perfect market cycles, the most beautiful human emotion, and the fractals that they create when they pump. I love meme coins because as an investor, as a trader, they produce the most perfect technical setups ever because they're pure emotion, they're pure excitement, and the cycles that they create are profitable. They're fun to trade. And yeah, so I love meme coins. I'm all down for it if this is a meme coin cycle, to be honest with you. But yeah, a lot of these coins are set up for upside. Even this coin. This is some random meme coin, right? Toshi the cat. And it's in wave 3 and 4. Looks like it's going to go for wave 5 here. Just one example. Also, we have Ethereum here. Okay, Ethereum. People are bearish on Ethereum all of a sudden. Why? Why? Why are you guys too bearish? Why are you guys bearish on crypto right now? We had a normal ABC correction. Do you realize this is exactly what happened right here? It's the same thing. You're going to have corrections along the way up. You're going to have pullbacks. And they're good opportunities to pick more up. It's a good chance to buy more at that level. You can see along the way up, we've had 3 ABC corrections already. And that's just on the daily. On the bigger time or on the smaller time frame, you're going to see even more of those corrections. This is a standard ABC correction. There's no reason to be bearish on crypto. There's no reason to be selling crypto. It's on major support. Like it looks really, really good. And I personally think it's going to go a lot higher from here. Like a lot higher. So, yeah. Dude, I used to watch you back in 2013. Holy crap, it's weird to see you doing this again. First of all, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that, but you didn't watch me back in 2013. Maybe back in 2015. Because 2013, I didn't even know about Bitcoin yet. I didn't find out about Bitcoin until 2014. And I didn't buy my first Bitcoin until 2015. So probably closer to 2015 is what you're thinking of. But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. So yeah. 2019 for you. Yeah, I appreciate there's a lot of people that watch this channel for a long time. And I really appreciate you. I love the people that have followed me for a long time. Yeah, it just means a lot to me to get that kind of support. So thank you guys. Esther, what if on the weekly the MACD crosses bearish? What does that mean for turning into a downtrend? Well, if the MACD turns bearish, then really that doesn't automatically mean things are bearish. I see this a lot. I see people using indicators kind of too religiously, especially on trading channels. Like if you go on YouTube and you type in technical analysis and you go watch, most people that do TA don't do what I do. I do big picture TA, market cycles, Elliott waves, big picture TA, right? That's what I do. That's what I care about. That's what makes money. Everything else is just noise to me. So most of the time, if you watch like another trader, investor on YouTube, they're going to be talking about smaller time frames. They're going to be more zoomed in than I am. And a lot of time, they're going to be using a lot of indicators. And a lot of times, they're going to use these indicators kind of religiously. Like they're going to kind of worship their indicator. And I'm here to tell you guys, like, don't do that. Your indicator doesn't indicate as much as you think it does. Indicators are dependent on time frames. They lag. They don't always, like, it could look like it's crossing over, and then the price can just start going up, and then boom, there's no longer a crossover on the chart. Boom, your indicator just completely failed. So the reason I bring this up is just because, like, they're useful and they're helpful, and the MACD is actually my favorite indicator, so I'm glad you brought up the MACD, but they don't really work in the way you like dream they would. You know, as a new trader, new investor, it's like, oh, my dream is that this indicator is going to just perfectly be able to tell me what the coin is going to do. And most of the time it's wrong. You know, most of the time your indicator has to be used in conjunction with a good trading plan, with market cycles, with Elliott wave. And then if you use your indicator as like a cherry on top, is like a little, just like an extra bonus, then cool. It gives you additional information as to what's going on, but indicators are never like a trading signal in and of itself, as opposed to what you might see on YouTube videos. But yeah, it doesn't work like that. So on the weekly candlesticks, we do have a MACD that's a little bit overbought, but it hasn't crossed, right? It hasn't crossed bearish. We don't have a bearish cross like we did see up here. And we also don't have any bearish divergence. We had a lot of bearish divergence here on crypto. You can see the bearish divergence. And bearish divergence is basically just the price made a higher high and the indicator made a lower high. So this is bearish divergence, right? Price makes a higher high right here. Indicator makes a lower high. That's bearish divergence. We don't see any bearish divergence here with Bitcoin. And we also don't see any bearish divergence here on Bitcoin, or let's see here. Yeah, there we go. And we also don't see any bearish divergence on the smaller time frames, right? Like the 4-hour, we don't see any bearish divergence. We do see hidden bullish divergence. So as you can see, the price made a low right here and made a lower low right here. And you can see the price made a low right here and a higher low on the indicator. So this is actually hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence. And this is the way I use the MACD, is divergence, bullish, and bearish divergence. I will use the oversold, overbought, and crossovers a little bit, but the most information I get from divergence, bullish or bearish divergence, and in this case, I see bullish divergence on Bitcoin. With that being said, there's also bearish divergence on the daily, or let's see, was that the daily? No, that wasn't the daily. That was the weekly, wasn't it? No? Is there bearish divergence on Bitcoin? Oh yeah, there is. It is a daily. So people would see this and say, oh no, there isn't. Yeah, there's no bearish divergence here. Yeah, so I don't see any bearish divergence at all on Bitcoin. All I see is bullish divergence on the 4-hour, and the bigger time frames look good. It's oversold on the daily, right? The MACD is oversold. So this is actually a buy signal down here. So yeah, as far as the MACD goes, I don't use it a lot. If I do use it, I like to use it as an indicator for divergence, bullish or bearish divergence. And in this case, I just see bullish divergence. I see a lot of opportunity on Bitcoin. It might be a bearish cross on the 3-day. We could look really quick to see. And if it is, then I'll take that as an opportunity to teach you some really quick. flip this over to inverted scale. Okay, perfect. Add an indicator, MACD. So we do have a crossover on the 3-day time frame. But back to what I was saying earlier, it can look like a bearish cross and then it can just keep going up. Look what happened right here, right? That looked like a bearish cross. It looked like, or right here, right? That looked like a bearish cross, I mean. Not this one, my bad. The one to the left. Yeah, right here. This looks like a bearish crossover. But look what happened. The market kept going up, right? So the indicator lags. It can look like it's going to be bearish, and then the market can just keep going up, and all of a sudden, the bearish crossover doesn't mean anything anymore. So there's that. And then also, when using indicators, you want to use multiple time frames. So you look to see, okay, well, there's a bearish cross on the 3-day, but there's bullish hidden divergence on the 4-hour, and it's oversold on the daily, and there's no bearish divergence on the weekly, right? So most time frames are bullish. It's only that one 3-day time frame where you're seeing bearish divergence or bearish crossover on Bitcoin. So when you use an indicator, you want to stack time frames and get the most information out of the most time frames that you can, and then utilize that. Utilize all of the information you can. Don't just say, oh, on the 3-day there's a bearish crossover. Say, oh, well, we see a whole lot of things going on. On the 4-hour there's bullish hidden divergence. So you got to keep that in mind, because really Bitcoin is bullish. All right? Like everything in the chart is screaming bullish. So, yeah. Just joined the stream. What are my current thoughts on Link? Yeah, we can run over Link real quick. So Link is a great example of market cycles. You've got 5 waves up and ABC down. But also if you zoom in here a little bit, you can see we're oversold on the daily, like really oversold. So this opportunity to buy down here is very high. So we're super oversold on the daily, and also we have what looks to be a complete Elliott wave cycle. What do I mean by that? Well, we have 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave, 5 wave, and ABC correction down. A, B, C. I bet that's the 50% fib ratio. And yep, it is. It's the 50% in the 618, the golden pocket. That's bullish here with Link, right? This is a bullish setup here with Link. So I do suspect that we hold support here near the 618 and the 50% fib level. We're oversold, and things look really good. This looks nice with Link here. Also, if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, I bet we see nope, we don't. I was going to say, I bet we see hidden bullish divergence, but we don't. So yeah. So yeah, you guys, Bitcoin looks good. Chainlink looking good. People are going to give up on it, right? People will get bearish, but really, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because human emotion. But stop, please, because these charts are bullish. And you're going to make a lot of money if you just hold on and really trust the market a little bit. And don't give up so easy, so early in the cycle. It really blows my mind how everybody gets so bearish off a 15% candlestick. Like, calm down, people. Nothing changed. Stay cool, stay calm. That's what good investors do. So yeah, when it comes to Bitcoin, I'm bullish. It looks really good. We're in a bullish flag pattern on Bitcoin. Go check my Twitter if you're not a follower on my Twitter here, you're going to see my recent updates on Bitcoin. And you'll see, you guys, that Bitcoin is in a bullish flag pattern. And it looks good. It looks like it's going to keep going up. And people will try to fight that. People will try to be bearish. People will try to go against it. But it won't change the truth. And the truth is that Bitcoin is going to keep going up. And it's going to keep going a lot higher. And people are going to miss out if they give up right now. Plain and simple. That's the truth. Can you please show how much volume there has to be considered bullish? So volume is not relative, but it is relative to the coin that you're trading and the market that you're trading in. So for example, the Forex market has more daily trading volume than crypto does. So if you're talking about Forex and you see some massive multi-billion-dollar volume spike in Forex, well, that would probably be insanely huge in crypto. So you have to understand what markets are you trading, Forex, crypto. If you're trading crypto, then volume needs to be in relation to what's common in crypto. And what's common in crypto is really, you can go to the 30-day volume here on CoinMarketCap and you can see what coins are trading how much volume in 30 days worth of time. So you can get an idea of what high volume looks like for crypto. You know, high volume coins in crypto are Bitcoin, US dollar Tether, Ethereum, USDC, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, right? These are high volume Pepe, high volume coins in crypto. All these coins are doing significant volume. So if you see a coin go from like, excuse me, if you see a coin go from being at the very bottom of this list, like 100, 200, you know, it's way down here on this list, then all of a sudden it pops way up closer to the top, and all of a sudden it's doing really high volume, then that's high volume. So you have to, or the best thing to do is to measure in relationship to other cryptos and see, okay, is this thing increasing, decreasing in volume? And if you see a huge increase in volume and price, that's bullish, right? So let's say that Flow, for example, saw a massive spike in volume and in price. And all of a sudden it went from being 108 ranked in 30-day volume to like number 5 in 30-day volume. That would be really bullish in relation to the rest of the market. All of a sudden, a lot of money is coming into Flow. And you want to pay attention. If price is going up and volume is going up, that's bullish. That means you're going to see a lot more upside. So yeah, that's the way I do volume. Keep an eye on volume in relation to other coins. And when you see something increase in volume and increase in price, go check it in relationship to these other coins. And then you're going to see, okay, well, that's pretty cool. This coin is doing way better than all these other coins in trading volume, and that's probably a good sign. So that's the best way I know of for trading volume in crypto. But also to understand volume, you can just type in volume rules investing into Google and then press images, and you'll get this nice little chart that Investopedia created. So shout out to Investopedia. But basically they show you that if price rises and volume rises, that's strong, that's good. You want to see that. That's showing strength in the market. So you can use this chart here for your volume analysis as your go-to guide to be able to say, oh, look at this. This coin is increasing in price and volume. That shows strength. It's probably going to keep going up. That's the best way I know of doing volume in crypto. So hopefully that gives some help for you. What about Theta? Yeah, we can talk about Theta. So Theta is going to go way high, you guys. Theta is just getting started. Theta is going to blow people away this cycle. It's going to make millionaires. I can promise you. Theta is going to make millionaires this cycle. And people that don't realize this are bearish still. And everybody that is bearish on crypto right now is going to miss out on this. But Theta is really, really good. Theta is one of the best setups I know of. We're in a bullish flag right now. We're starting to break out of this bullish channel, I should say, bullish channel / flag here on Theta. And I personally think we're going to see a lot more upside. I think we're going to see Theta break out here over the next couple weeks. We're oversold on the daily. You can see we're very oversold on the daily. And we did an ABC correction down, right? We have an ABC correction down here. This is exactly what I look for. Like Theta is everything I look for in a good setup. So yeah, it looks really good, you guys. LFG. Life is really good, you guys. Life is way good. So yeah, I agree with you, the Wolfer. So when it comes to crypto, people want to give up. People want to be bearish. People want to see a small drop in price and all that hope. 2 weeks ago, everybody was excited. Everybody was hopeful. Now everybody thinks the world is ending. So ask yourself, are they being emotional or are they being accurate? And if they're being accurate, then go ahead. Sell all your crypto. If you think that they're being accurate, then sell your crypto. But if you think people are getting a little bit emotional, then maybe it's a good time to hold on and to keep buying crypto. This isn't financial advice, but consider for yourself these things. Ask yourself, are people getting emotional? Are they panic selling? Or is this a great time to buy? And I think you'll come to the same conclusion I have, which is this is a really great time to be buying crypto. Most people are scared. They're scared of crypto. They're scared of World War III. And let me tell you, the charts are screaming buy. They're screaming that everybody else is getting caught up in this hypnotism, and they're all hypnotized that the world is going to end. And I'm here to tell you it's not. Crypto's going to keep going up. Things are going to be okay, and you're going to make a lot of money if you stick to it. So yeah, that's everything I want to talk about today. We went over time a little bit here. So yeah, happy weekend, everybody. I did run a sale today. I do have a 20% discount on VIP, lifetime VIP. So check that out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos and live streams. And yeah, I love you. I appreciate you. And as always, stay profitable out there.